Just letting the music just groove on through until my peoples get on here. Whew, man, it feels so good to be back. I'm just waiting till 6 o'clock, so I'm just letting the music just have like a little smooth little flow in the background. So if you see me just sitting here, I'm just waiting, just letting the music just bring the atmosphere in. Because all my peoples will be on here at 6 o'clock, so I'm just waiting, just waiting. And as soon as my regulars, my faves get on here, y'all know, drop in the comment, let me know y'all in here. Because I know it's been a whole month since I've been gone. But I took a little break because I had to get my own thoughts and my own mind together to be able to continue to do motivational speeches and videos and lives. Because when your mind is all over the place, it's not really too much you can do for somebody else trying to encourage them when you got to fight to encourage yourself. So I'm just waiting for my regulars to get on here, y'all, and just comment and let me know y'all here. Just drop your names on in the box and say we here. So I'm just waiting. Y'all can drop in. Y'all can come back. We just waiting, that's all. Let me know when you hear. Fams. Let me know when you hear so I can give y'all a shout out. So we done made it to 6. I was just sitting here a few minutes earlier just grooving to the music. But when you hear and you one of mine, one of my regulars, come let me know. Drop in the chat that you hear. Because I know it's been a while. So I gotta bring y'all back on in here. Gotta bring y'all on back. And I know not to stay away from y'all that long. Maybe I'll do 2 weeks. 2 weeks of no live, but I won't be staying the whole month no more. That whole month it'd be a little rough. I gotta get all y'all back. For a whole month, I'll let y'all escape. But y'all back. I'm back. We back. Hey, Daniel. I knew you was gonna be up in here, my number one. Yeah, I'm back. I'm just waiting for a few more people to jump on here so we can get it going, you know? It's been a long time. But how you been, Daniel? How life been treating you? Hey, Lay, what's good, baby girl? I knew you would show up here too. I said, yeah, I know a few of my faves ain't forget about me. They know I've been gone for a minute, but I know y'all gonna come through. Y'all gonna slide on in and check in on your girl. Y'all know I'm coming. Y'all know I'm coming. Y'all know I had to slide for a bit, but I done slid right on back. So we won't be going no more. Yeah, man, I'm glad I'm back too. But when I tell you that whole month of March was like, it was so refreshing, and it was like being able to separate yourself and knowing some things about yourself that you got to work a little harder on. Cause sometimes we be thinking we good until we face with our opposition, and when we face with that opposition, we realize, okay, step back, more work, gotta get some more work, gotta do some more. Oh, yes. Well, you know what, Daniel? Today we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that's going to pump that fire back. Because we all need that fire. We all need that fire. I know there's, hey, sis. I know a lot of us that got too comfortable in our little life where we just all sad and broken and crying. And, you know, it's a little rough, you know, but we got some fight in us. So we gotta present that fight. We gotta let the world know, and all the attackers that's trying to attack us, we gotta let them know, like, look, you had me for a second, but you ain't got me no more. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, introduce myself to, if I have any new people on here. If not, you know, it's all love. But for my old people, y'all know who I am. My name is Katrina. I go by Queen Motivation. I've been going by Queen Motivation for a very, very long time. I started doing YouTube videos, like really getting into doing YouTube videos about 8 years ago. You know, a lot of times when people get on YouTube, I don't know exactly what everybody is looking for. But my biggest reason why I'm on YouTube is just to empower people and just to encourage people and give people love and, you know, let people know that it's going to be okay. So that's why I kind of go by Queen Motivation, because I do identify myself as a queen, because royalty is in all of us. And motivation is something that we all need. So when I motivate you guys, I motivate myself as well. So that's why I get on here. And that's why I continue to get on here. Even if I have 1 follower, 3 watchers, however it may go, I'm going to continue to push, because there's always one person who's listening. There's always one person who really needs to hear it. And there's always one person who's going to share the knowledge. So at the end of the day, I'm still doing what I love. My passion is to encourage. My passion, is to motivate. My passion is to empower. So because that's my passion, I'm going to continue to do it. I know sometimes a lot of us get on here and we push ourselves, and, you know, we don't get, hey, Nita, we don't get the feedback that we want. We don't get the views that we want. We don't get the motion and the things like that we want. So a lot of people give up. But I'm telling you right now, we're not going to give up. We're going to keep going. You got to keep pushing, because what's at the end of the tunnel is for you, not for nobody else. So my topic, of course, it's starving faith and feeding fear. And the reason why I chose to go with this topic is because a lot of us are starving. We are starving our faith because we are allowing fear to stop us. We don't even know if we're going to win yet. We don't even know if we're going to make it yet. We don't even know if the next outcome is going to be amazing. We just get so afraid of failing before we even test it out that we just won't do it. A lot of us will starve our faith because, hey, Coco, a lot of us will starve our faith because we are afraid of rejection. We don't want to hear the word no. We don't want to face the adversities of life. But when I tell you guys, regardless of what happens in your life, you're going to have to face adversities anyway. So you might as well go ahead and just do what you need to do for yourself. You got to set yourself apart from fear, and you got to lean more into faith, because faith is something that a lot of us, every last one of us have faith. But some of us are so afraid of it that we choose to focus on fear. We choose to stay connected to fear. We're so afraid of the things that's going to happen. So when I chose this topic, starving faith to feed fear, I myself starved my faith. Like, it's like I be in so many places in my mind, so afraid. I'm like, you know what? I don't know, because that might go wrong. That might not happen. Like, it's so many different things that keep me from doing a lot of stuff. But the only person that I'm letting down is myself. So when you start to flip it and reverse it and feed your faith and starve your fear, you're going to be able to see things on a different level. Your vision is going to be different. You're going to see things based off of how things need to be seen. I can't tell you how to live your life. I can't tell you what's best for you, because only you know. So if you have a dream and you want to get out there and you want to do it, go out there and do it. Whatever your dream is, go chase it. Because if you continue to fail yourself, the only person that's going to lose is you. If 5 people started at the line, at a race, we about to race. If 5 of us start, every last one of us can't win. There's going to be a winner, and then there's going to be runner-ups, and then there's going to be a loser. The loser will be the one to keep going. The one who won to feel like, oh, victory, I don't got to do nothing else because I won. And the runner-ups kind of like give up. Like, they figure, oh, I didn't win, so I don't need to do it no more. But the loser is the one that wants to win. So the loser will keep going. The loser will keep running. The loser will keep racing until that loser gets to that point. And when you already lost so much, when you lost a lot, what more do you have to lose if you choose to just go ahead and do it? Every time I get in a position where I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, I have to tell myself I'm not going to know what to do until I do it. You never know what's going to happen until you do it. When you put in a job application, just because you got all the skills and qualifications, that does not guarantee you the job. But you will not know unless you do the application and the interview. You can't already say, oh, I'm not going to get the job. You don't know if you're going to get the job or not. And there's a lot of people who automatically don't know what they're going to get, so they automatically tell themselves they're not good enough. You got to believe in yourself. Because at the end of the day, everybody around you and surrounded around you, they don't have your best interest at heart. They don't care if you win, lose, fail. They don't care. So if anybody got to care, you have to care about yourself. You want a lot of people to believe in you, but you don't believe in yourself. You want a lot of people to support you, but you don't support yourself. You want a lot of people to carry you, but you want to put all the weight down. No, you got to stop being this person who feels like everybody is obligated to come to your rescue and come to your need when you don't even want to come to your own rescue and your own need. You got to stop starving the faith, and you got to start feeding the faith. You cannot sit here and allow your faith to be less than your fear. Fear is something that none of us should allow to take over our entire life. Yes, we are going to fear some things. Yes, some things are going to be scary, but you got to keep pushing anyway. I don't know how to swim. I have never learned how to swim because I had one moment in my life where it was a lady who tried to teach me how to swim. She threw me in the water, told me to pedal. I thought I was going to go down to the bottom. I thought that was it for me. When you sit there and think about life, and you think about, if I try, what will happen? I don't know if I can swim or not, because I never tried to see if I can swim, because of that one time that scarred me for the rest of my life. Now I don't even want to learn how to swim because I'm afraid of something that happened when I was a kid. I don't know if I'm going to get in that water and I'm going to learn how to swim and I'm going to be a professional. I don't know that because I'm already afraid. We got to stop being afraid of things that happened to us in our past. Because just because it happened in our past does not mean it's going to happen in our present, and it does not mean that it's going to carry over to our future. A lot of you and a lot of me, we are so stuck. We are at a stuck point in our lives because we are so afraid of what's going to happen. We don't even know what's going to happen, but we're so afraid. Hold on, y'all. We don't even know what's going to happen. But because we're so afraid, because we already assumed that we're going to fail, we're not even going to try. Everything in your life has something that's going to show either you're good or it's going to show you're bad. None of us are perfect. All of us come with flaws. All of us come with mistakes. All of us got a lot of things that we're working on. Some of us don't even want to work on nothing because we got too comfortable in being let down that we automatically assume that we're going to keep getting let down. You have to challenge yourself and tell yourself, look, I understand 5 years ago, I didn't get it. I didn't get the position. Everything that I worked so hard for, I didn't get it. So therefore, okay, whatever. No, you have to keep going. When you feel like you don't want to do it, that's when you got to do it the most. When you feel like you don't have the energy to push, that's when you have to push the hardest. A lot of us get so caught up in ourselves and we get so used to denying ourselves the happiness that we deserve that we just automatically keep ourselves wrapped up in a bunch of BS and deal with a bunch of people who serve us no good. Daniel said, yes, that is me. I always fear the unknown. It gives me too much anxiety, but I'm slowly pushing myself out of the comfort zone little by little. And Daniel, that's really a good thing, and that takes courage because a lot of people don't want to be held accountable for the things that they do. But when I tell you, it makes you feel so much better when you can say these things out loud and you can face these things and you can acknowledge these things because now you know how to deal with these things. Fear of the unknown is very afraid because we don't know. But that's one of the main reasons why we should do it, because we don't know. When you wake up in the morning, you do not know how your day is going to be. You don't know how your day is going to be. But if you wake up in the morning and be like, oh my God, I'm not going outside because I feel like the world is going to attack me and I'm just not going out there. You don't know what's outside. So you're going to stay in the house. You're going to be afraid to go outside because of the unknown, because you don't know what's going to happen. We don't have the vision to see everything that's going to happen. We don't know everything that's going to take place, but we have to position ourselves for whatever takes place and for whatever is going to happen. And we have to allow ourselves to still go. We have to show up regardless of what the situation is. We have to show out regardless of what the situation is. And then we have to tell ourselves, what am I afraid of? If I've already failed here before, I'm not going to continue to fail here again. So I'm going to continue to push. There's been so many times where I wanted to be a motivational speaker and I wanted to stand on a stage and I wanted to stand in front of millions of people. The only thing that I kept telling myself is all the things that can happen in the bad way. I kept focusing on all the negative things. Oh, I don't have the money. I don't have this. I don't have the that. I don't have this. I don't have that. But had I known a long time ago that all I had to do was step out on faith, and all I had to do was position myself to know that I'm going to win regardless of what the situation is, that I will be so much further in life. But you have to understand that you are going to have some minor setbacks. You are going to have some things that's going to make you feel stuck. You are going to have some doors closed in your face and some windows shut. You are not always going to get the yes that you want to hear, but you cannot stop just because it did not happen for you right then and there. Everybody is in a season. There's a season of right now. There's a season of later. You might be in your season of later, but because you are so afraid of your season changing, you want to stay in that season of later. No, you have to stay in your place where you know that you're going to step out and you're going to show up for yourself. You're going to believe in yourself. You're going to trust what's going to happen in your life if you stop telling yourself what you can't do. Coco says, step out on faith. You have to step out on faith, because if you don't step out on faith, you don't even know what lies ahead of you. You don't even know what your next life is going to be like. You don't even know what type of people that's going to be in your life. We're so busy being afraid of everything. We're so busy being afraid of everybody else that we're too afraid to face our own self. I'm not perfect and I made a lot of mistakes. But if I allow my mistakes to be who I am, then I won't be who I am today. If I allow my mistakes to be stronger than what I am and who I need to be, be, I would not be able to sit here in front of y'all and tell y'all things about myself. Sometimes I expose myself just so y'all can know you can go through life. You can push through life. You can get through the things that you thought was going to take you out. I don't always have the answers. I don't always know what's going to happen. But one thing I do know is I can't give up. One thing I do know is that I'm going to keep going. One thing I do know that no matter what happens, my push has to be stronger than my standstill. My standstill will get me nowhere. Your standstill will get you nowhere. You have to tell yourself that you are better than who you thought you was. You have to be the you that everybody said you wouldn't be. You have to show these people that you are better and you are more than you are allowing yourself to be. A lot of us are settling because we feel like that's what we deserve. You don't deserve to be hurt. You don't deserve to be broken. You don't deserve to be messed up. You have to stop telling yourself and stop believing the lies that people have spread on you. You are somebody. You are special. You are unique. You are strong. You are bold. You are not the person that people have labeled you as. I don't care if they said you was crazy. They only saying you crazy because they can't face your boundaries and they can't accept the fact that you are strong and you are not afraid no more. A weak person would always tell you that you're weak because they weak. You're not weak. You're more than you have ever been in your life. Whatever you thought you was back then, that was back then. This is right now. You're in your right now season. Your right now season is going to separate you from your back then season. Your back then season, yes, you was afraid. Your back then season, yes, you didn't know. Your back then season, yes, you was hard-headed. Your back then season, you made a lot of mistakes. Your back then season didn't let you see what you need to see right now. But that was back then. This is your right now. Your right now is time for you to shake. Your right now is time for you to move. You cannot continue to let your past dictate what you get ready to do right now. Whatever you think you're afraid of, tell that fear, you got to go. Because I'm not afraid to lose because I already lost before. So if I already lost before, I know the only thing left is to win. And the only way I'm going to win is if I believe in myself. I don't need you to believe in me. I need to believe in myself. That's what you got to tell yourself. That's what you got to tell yourself. Lay said people get comfortable in a bad situation because of fear. And that is so true. You can't sit up here and let fear dictate anything in your life. I am afraid of a lot of things, but that don't mean that I can't do it. That's the thing. See, just because you're afraid of something don't mean you can't do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. It might not come out perfect on top. It might not come out good at first, but you got to keep going. When they made the first car, I'm pretty sure they had all kinds of mistakes. Don't nobody know. We don't know. But they kept going. So now we have transportation to get around. Everything that happened in this life started from somebody saying, you know what? I got to make a change. I got to make a difference. I can't be afraid to lose. I got to show up for myself. I got to be good to myself. I got to see a vision that nobody else sees. See, your vision is not their vision. That's why they can't see it. And when somebody can't see a vision for themselves, they try to block yours. But tell them, move out the way. Block your own vision, but you can't stand in my way. I got something to do. And if you're going to stand in my way, then I'm going to have to go ahead and slide you to the side because I got to keep going. You have to stop hanging with still people that still complaining, still people that still broke, still people that still don't have a vision, still people that still don't know how to get up, still people that still want to do all the things that's not going to take them nowhere. You got to separate yourself from people who speak but no actions. If you don't have no actions, then you just talking. And if you just talking, then you're not saying nothing. Because sometimes you can say a whole lot and a whole lot is nothing. But your actions is going to show you and going to show them that you did not come to play. You didn't come to play today. So you need to go ahead and starve that fear and feed that faith. Feed that faith. Let that faith show you that you are going to do something great. I don't care how many family members you lost. I don't care how many friends that you are no longer friends with. Some of them people can't go where you're going anyway. Isolation is one of the things that a lot of us need for elevation. Elevation is going to separate you from the people who's supposed to be there and the people who not. You got a lot of people in your ear telling you, oh, you can't do this. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you shouldn't do this. Oh, you shouldn't do that. It's because they're afraid. Don't let their fear become your fear. You are not afraid. If anything you're afraid of, be afraid of yourself about how powerful you're going to be. That's what you need to be afraid of how powerful you're going to be. And be afraid that you know that if you keep going, can't nobody get in your way. And if anybody get in your way, they were sent to set you up. But I tell you what, everybody done been set up somehow, some way. But when I tell you, you got to tell yourself, look, you came for a setup, but I came for a get out. And I'm about to get out. Whatever you trying to do to me is not going to work because I'm not afraid of you. And that's what a lot of people have to tell the enemy. I am not afraid of you. I am not afraid of you. And if you think I'm afraid of you, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. Watch this. Watch my move. You heard what Chris Brown said? Look at me now. Yes, you better go ahead and pay attention because back then you was making jokes. Back then you was being funny. Back then you didn't take me serious. Back then you thought everything I said was nothing. But when I show you something, don't get mad at me when you see the real me. I'm in boss mode. And I don't know who else needs this message, but you in boss mode. You are in a position where you are about to elevate. And because you are about to elevate, that's why so many things is going wrong in your life. But you cannot give in to that fear. You cannot give in to that problem that got you thinking that you can't get ahead. You cannot give in to those people that's talking in your ear and try to talk you out of your position. You cannot give in to those things that got you afraid to succeed because everybody in here has been successful in something. And some of you right now, you are feeling so hard on yourself. You're feeling so bad because you're not right where you need to be. But sometimes, honey, you're not going to get where you need to be because you have to get through this storm first. See, if you just was able to jump over storms, then you won't be able to understand your season. You won't be able to understand your purpose. Everybody pain is turning to purpose. You have a purpose because of your pain. And if you never had pain, then you wouldn't understand who you are. You wouldn't understand your position. You wouldn't be able to understand how you are supposed to move. All of us have a way to move. And if you're not moving, then you in a standstill. And if you in a standstill, move out my way because I got something to do. And I do not care who you are. And I want this message to touch somebody else. Stop caring about what people think about you. Stop caring about how people feel. Some of your friends are not your friends. You better tell them, get out my way. You don't have time to be sitting right here trying to hold hands and take people who don't want to elevate with you. That's why some of y'all can't get ahead because you're still holding on to people. Let them people go. Yes, they hurt you. I understand. People cause pain, but let me tell you something else. People make a tribute to your hurt, but you are responsible for your healing. And I know it don't make sense right now because you're trying to figure out, why do I got to heal for what somebody else did to me? Why do I got to heal because of what somebody else said to me? Why do I got to heal when they the one that broke me? Why do I got to heal? Because if you don't heal, you giving them the power to stay in your head. You giving them the power to make you stay stuck. You giving them the power to make you feel like you can't move. You giving them the power to make you be afraid. You cannot give people that power. And I understand that sometimes you don't want to go through the process, but you have to go through the process to get to the progress. So whatever you think you're afraid of, you're not afraid. You're not afraid of it. You're not afraid of whatever you think you are afraid of. Because the moment you step out on faith, you're going to see how easy it was. And you're going to see how easy it's going to become. Everything is going to be hard when you first started. Everything is going to be shaky when you first move. But you got to keep moving. You'll never know how good life gets if you don't get to going. Nobody owes you nothing. Some of y'all walking around here feeling so obligated. Feeling so entitled, like the world owes you something. If you're not going to give the world nothing, why do you think the world going to give you something? Whatever you put out is what you bring in. You put out negativity, guess what? Negativity coming in. You put out positivity, guess what? Positivity coming in. But I'm going to tell you, you cannot live in a world where there's no negativity and there's no positivity. There's going to be a world where they both going to come together. But you got to decide which one you're going to feed. Are you going to feed the negative side or are you going to feed the positive side? Are you going to feed the stuck side or are you going to feed the move side? What are you going to feed? What are you going to tell yourself? When you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, what do you tell yourself in the morning? When you see yourself, when you facing yourself in that mirror, what do you tell yourself? Do you tell yourself, today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to fail again? Today I'm going to wake up and I'm not going to do nothing with my life. Today I'm going to wake up and I'm just going to give up. Do you tell yourself that? Because whatever you tell yourself, that's what you're going to start believing. So when you wake up in the morning, instead of telling yourself the first negative thing that comes to mind, tell yourself, I am somebody. I am successful. I am going to win. I am up in a position where I'm going to elevate. I am the I am. I am exactly who they said I wouldn't be. And the reason why they said you wouldn't be it, because they don't want to put in the effort and the energy to be the person that they need to be. Stop hanging around people who don't speak life. If a person don't speak life into themselves, you know they're not about to speak life into you. You know, hey moms, you know they're not going to speak life into you if they don't even know how to speak life into themselves. A person, listen, I have moments where I just be like, oh my God, why am I complaining so much? But when I tell you, you got to realize you are human. And you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna do human things. You're gonna complain. You're gonna be angry. You're gonna feel all those emotions. But the thing about feeling those emotions is feeling them, not dwelling on them, not lingering around in those emotions. Feel those emotions, recognize those emotions, and go and toss them. You're gonna wake up some days and you're not gonna have to fight. You're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to do it. Do it anyway. Push yourself to the limit that you know is for you. Don't let nobody else push you beyond your limit. And don't let nobody keep you under your limit. Everybody has something about themselves that's so powerful. You just have to recognize it within yourself. Starve your fear and feed your faith. You got to reverse it. Stop starving your faith and feeding your fear. You don't need to feed your fear. Your fear is going to make you so full that you're not going to have no room to grow, no room to move. You're going to be so uncomfortable, but you're going to be so afraid at the same time. You know, to really get comfortable, did you know to really get comfortable is to get uncomfortable? Did you know that? Sometimes you don't know how hot fire is until you touch it. And when you touch it, you're like, oh yeah, that's hot. You're not going to touch it again unless you just want to keep burning yourself. You got to learn how to move different. You got to learn how to speak different. You got to become the person that you're telling yourself you're going to become. And when you tell yourself you're going to become that person, guess what? You're going to have to act on it. So you can't tell yourself what you're going to be, but then still stay the same person. You can't tell yourself, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, but you're not doing nothing to mold yourself into that person. See, when you tell yourself something, you have to act on it. If you're not going to act on it, stop telling yourself stuff, because that means you're lying to yourself. You want to hear yourself because it sounds good. If you're not going to do nothing with what you're telling yourself, then don't tell yourself nothing. It's better to not tell yourself nothing than to tell a lie to yourself. You are a prize. You are a blessing to somebody. There is somebody out there that wants to love every bit of you, from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. There is somebody out there that wants to respect you the way you've never been respected before. There is somebody out there that's willing to fight for you the way you've never been fought for before. There is somebody out there, but you don't have to settle because you are afraid of being alone. Sometimes fear will put you in a place where you will be so messed up in your mind. You be staying with these guys. You be staying with these girls because you don't want to be alone. You got to tell yourself, look, there's somebody for me. It's not for you. If you don't love yourself, baby, nobody else going to love you either. Can't nobody love you the way you love yourself. Hey, Gary. Thank you. It feels good to be back, too. When you stand firm and you believe in yourself, people don't like that. People don't like when you start realizing who you are. Like, some of your friends will be like, oh, yeah, okay. There she go talking that craziness again, talking about she going to be a model. I don't know how she gonna be a model, but she be swearing up and down she gonna be one, but she don't even got the body. And she, like, they find ways to try to bring you down, right? Because they want you to stay on their level. Some people can't help it. Everybody have a position. Everybody have a position. Even if you don't understand the position, even if you don't understand the season, everybody has one. And some of us are surrounded around people to remind us to keep going. Some of us are surrounded around some people that's going to elaborate on how we need to do our lives differently. Some of us are surrounded around some people who's going to make us want to do better. But when I tell you The moment you look and you see yourself different from those people, don't be ashamed to separate yourself from those people. You can't stay down there with them because they want to stay down there. You better leave them people and go on and do what you're supposed to do. I'm not staying down with somebody. If I got a position, my position is going to move forward. I'm not going to stay somewhere just because they want to be comfortably there. I done already set myself up for failure. I don't need nobody else to do it. I done already let myself down. I don't need nobody else to do it. I done already talked myself out of doing a lot of wonderful things for myself. I don't need nobody else to do it. So I'm not afraid to walk this journey alone. I'm not afraid to separate myself from people I don't need. I'm not afraid to look somebody in the eye and say, "You not for me." I'm not afraid. The enemy hates when you tell him, "I'm not afraid of you." They be piling you up with so much stuff. Got you all shook and afraid, making you think that what you asking for is too much. I done had so many guys tell me what I'm asking for is too much. You know what I tell them? If I'm asking you for the smallest things and it's too much and it's basic stuff, then that means you're not for me. I can't take away from who you are as a person, and I don't want nobody to take away from me for who I am and as a person. But sometimes you got to understand that everybody is not going to be on your level. Everybody is not supposed to be on your level. You got to let some of these people go. Some of these people are blocking what's really supposed to happen. You lacking on your blessings because you holding on to a blessing blocker. That's why you lacking. So you got to let that blessing blocker go, because you got to tell that blessing, like, look, I don't know what you got going on, but my blessings is halting. My blessings are at a standstill. My blessings are not coming. And I feel like because I'm holding on to you, I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be getting. I'm not pushing the way I'm supposed to be pushing. I'm not moving the way I'm supposed to be moving. So if you are in the way of what is for me, I got to release you. I got to let you go. I got to remove myself from you. I can't stand around and let you, because you don't want nothing in life. I can't stand around and let you take away from what I want in life. I got things to do. I got somewhere to go. And if you don't have no vision and you don't have no direction, I'm not going to guide you, because I feel like if I'm going to guide you, I'm going to get lost. And 2 lost souls is not good at all. 2 lost souls is never good at all. So let's see. Gary said he hates when you say I am greater than what you see for me. He sure do. And that's why we're going to keep telling him. Because he don't run nothing. Okay? Nothing over here is ran by anything that's negative. That you got to tell yourself and believe in yourself. Gary also said, if you are growing, a grown person can't roll with you. And that's so true. People can't stand when you start separating. They start acting weird. You ever notice that when you starting to position yourself and you starting to get ready? Because sometimes, you let yourself down because you're afraid, so you don't be ready. But then that moment, that fire spark, and you start moving different, you start moving, and you start saying, you know what, it's about to go down. People start acting funny. They start getting weird because they can't be around your energy no more. It's uncomfortable. They can't be around your energy no more because they can't manipulate you no more. They can't be around your energy no more because they can't make you shake. They can't break you no more. There's a lot of people right now who's mad right now because they can't get to you no more. There's a lot of people that's mad right now because they don't have that grip. There's a lot of people that's mad right now because they cannot get to you no more. They can't do anything to you no more. They can't harm you no more. The words that they say don't affect you no more. They trying to attack your character. They trying to attack you on so many different levels. They trying to make you believe that you crazy. They got so much going on with them. They trying to mess you up, but they cannot do it, and they're mad. And when you start letting people know that they don't have that fit, they don't have that grip on you no more, they don't have that stronghold, oh, they can feel themselves getting weak. And when they don't have nothing else to use and they don't have nothing else to say, that's when they start making up stuff. You got a lot of people that start talking about you and nothing is true. But what you got to do, you got to ignore it. Because the enemy will pull you right back in that mess just because one word or one thing they said, and he pull you right back in the loop. Let me tell you, the loudest thing you can ever do is be quiet. That's the loudest thing you can ever do. Because sometimes the enemy do stuff because he want a reaction. People do stuff because they want a reaction. But the best reaction is no reaction at all. You got a lot of people that have been stuck with narcissistic people. And I'm talking about narcissistic family members, narcissistic relationships, narcissistic parents. And when I tell you, when they don't have that grip on you no more, they start to find everything. They shaking in their boots, they scrambling, trying to find something to break you up and mess you up. But when you look at them and you tell them, look, you had me, but you ain't got me no more, baby. Oh my God. When I tell you could feel that release, when I tell you could feel that break, when I tell you could feel how loose your soul done got, when you let go of people and you let go of certain situations, you can feel the chains falling off. You can feel the dynamic of your life changing. You can feel the shift. You can feel the atmosphere. But you got to tell them, you got to let them know you don't hold me no more. You don't have no position. You don't have power over me. You have to be the one to break them chains. The chains are going to be broken by what you speak. If you tell them, let me go, guess what? They got to let you go. They can't hold on to you no more. You have the power in your tongue to tell them, let me go. They are going to let you go. Even if they try to keep a grip on you, it's going to loosen up. Keep pulling, keep pushing, keep fighting. They don't own you. They cannot have you unless you give them you. Don't give them you. You gave them you long enough. Regardless of how long you gave them you gave them you long enough. You gave them so much power that when you got loose, it was draining. You ever got out of a relationship or got out of a friendship or got away from some family members and you felt so weak, you felt so tired, you felt so worn out, you don't understand why you just so out of there. It's because they drained so much of you that you got to fight so hard to put all that energy back in you. People can drain you. You got to be careful about the people that you bring in your life. It's a lot of people that need your energy. They need your energy. So they'll stay around you just so they can feed off your energy. And when they get all your energy, they're going to bounce. They're going to bounce. They're going to take your energy and give it to the next person. There are a lot of energy leeches out here. They only go around draining the energy out of other people and leave you naked, leave you broken, leave you confused, leave you battered, leave you messed up in your mindset. They leave you so unfocused you can't focus. That's why a lot of people go through so much mental breaks after a relationship, because you have to get all your power back. You got to go right back and take it from them. You got to take your power back. And when I say take it back, I don't mean call them on the phone. I don't mean talk to them and be like, hey, give me my power back. You took my power from me and I'm going to need you to bring that. No, I'm not talking about talking to them physically. This is a spiritual thing. You have to go into spiritual warfare. You got to go into a spiritual fight and you got to get your energy back. You can't let them keep walking around with your energy. That's yours. You worked hard for that energy. Get it back. And tell them, get up off of you. Look, you got to be like, look, you playing with the wrong person right now. You playing in fire and you about to get burned. Because one thing you're not going to do is play in my face. You can play over there and you can play over there, but you can't play over here. Because right here, the boundaries that you set for yourself, it's going to let you know the kind of people that's going to be in your life. A lot of people hate boundaries. They hate boundaries because some people just want to manipulate you. Some people want to gaslight you. Some people want to use you. Some people want to take everything from you. But you got to tell yourself, listen, I am too bold for all of that. I am too powerful for all of that. I am too ready. I am not willing to give you me. But I'm willing to give me the opportunity to show you that I'm better than what you said I was. Baby, they're going to talk about you. You don't got to acknowledge it. Let them talk. They're going to always come for you and attack your character. Let them do it. Because your actions speak for itself. Your actions is going to determine who you really are. A lot of people right now are being exposed. Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of people right now are being exposed in your life. They're being exposed in your season. They are being revealed to you because they don't belong. People are attached to you through seasons. Through seasons, people are attached. And sometimes people are in our lives in a season, and it's a temp season, and we trying to make it a permanent season, and that's why we getting tore up. That's why we getting beat up. That's why we getting just all kinds of things happen to us. Because, baby, their season have ended, and we're trying to hold on. People come into your life in seasons. You got to determine what season is in and what season is ended. Let me see. Yes, I'm telling y'all gotta let me listen. Gary said you can't put me in no box. I can't be contained by you, enemy. Tell that enemy. Nothing you can do. You ain't got no power. Your grip is loose. And if they got a grip on you, it's falling off. I'm telling you right now. Tiana said actions speak louder than words. They do. Whatever enemy think he got a grip on you, it's falling off right now. It's breaking right now because you are allowing yourself to look at yourself and tell yourself who you are. Yes, you've been broken for a long time. Yes, you've been sad for a long time. Yes, you've been angry for a long time. Yes, you've been miserable for a long time. Yes, you've been sick for a long time. But all that is about to change. Everything that you have been going through in that season is now over. The season that you're in now is the season of newness. It's the season of beginning. It's the season of fresh. It's the beginning of starting over. You are not in that season anymore. You are no longer in that season that has you bound to hurt, defeat, shame, brokenness, loneliness. All that has come to an end. I challenge you to tell yourself today, whatever season I was in, I'm not in it no more. However, the grip was on me back then, it's not on me right now. I don't care what you think you going through. It's not what you're going to continue to go through. See, you're gonna be in some hardships. You're gonna be in some bad storms. You're gonna deal with some ugly people. You are going to. That's a part of life. But how you decide to deal with them, how you decide to face them, that's the challenge that's going to make you separate yourself. See, you got to tell yourself every day, I know it's going to be a fight, but I'm going to win. I know it's going to be a battle, but I'm going to persevere. I know it's going to be a situation, but I'm going to get through it. You have to tell yourself that I am better today than I was back then. My back then had me broken. My back then had me messed up. My back then had me shaken. My back then had me battered. My back then had me back then, but it don't have me right now. That's what you have to tell yourself. Hey, Garnita. That's what you have to tell yourself. You are not your past. Your past is no longer your problem. What's your problem right now is what you decide to do today. How you decide to face your challenges. How you decide to face yourself. That's what you need to be focusing on today. Nobody got time to be worried about people who ain't got nothing going on for themselves. I don't care. If you broke... And I'm not talking about financially, because, baby, let me tell you, I'm not broke, but I ain't where I need to be. But when you broke, I'm talking about spiritually broken, you don't got no business, you understand me, trying to be around people who's fighting. I'm not knocking somebody that's broke, because I've been broke. I've been broke. But go heal. Go heal and come back and revisit people. Don't stop bringing your brokenness to other people's lives that work so hard. And if you're going to bring your brokenness, bring it with a willing spirit. And when I say a willing spirit, you can be broke, but come with a willing spirit that you're willing to heal. You're willing to change. You're willing to separate yourself. Come with the willing spirit. Because when you come with the willing spirit, we can work together. We don't have to work against each other. We don't have to fight against each other. We can stand 10 toes down and we can fight the battle and we can succeed. But you have to come with a willing spirit. If people come into your life broken and there's no willing spirit, then I'm telling you, let them go. You can love a person from afar. But when a person is not ready to change, the only thing they're going to do is bring you down. You cannot allow broken people to bring you down when you done pieced yourself together, when you done got out of that divorce, when you done had to deal with all that pain, when you done had to fight your way up, when you had to get up out the bed and make yourself go to work, when you had to make yourself eat, when you had to fight so hard. You don't have no business letting people come back into your life and bring you right back from that place that you just fought from. I understand it was hard, but you don't got time to let people come and sit in your space and play in your face and put you right back in the position that you just got out of. I'm not knocking nobody's struggle. I'm not knocking nobody else's pain, but you don't got time to be letting these people play in your face when you know how hard you work to get to where you are. Stop giving people the power where power is not due. Nobody got time for that. Nobody. We are in this season right now to win. You understand me? To win, not to lose. Nobody on this live is a loser. Just because you failed here and you failed there, that does not make you a loser or a failure. It doesn't. It just means you had a minor setback. But push through it. You're going to be fine. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be fine. Gary said it isn't a competition. Iron sharpens iron. Each one teach one. Tell them your highness. Amen. And my mom said, walk away from those people immediately. Yes, amen. Garnita said, I'm getting stronger every day coming out of a relationship. Garnita, when I tell you I've been in a position coming out of a relationship and I thought I wanted to be in a relationship again, I tied myself into something for a quick second, and just that fast, I realized you ain't got to settle. You ain't got to settle. You don't have to do nothing but keep your mind focused on what your mind needs to be focused on. You owe it to yourself to be good to yourself, to be true to yourself. Can somebody get Cuddle Juice from up out of here? You owe it to yourself to keep yourself afloat. It's not easy. I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody tell you it's easy, it's not easy, but it's worth it. It's not easy, but it's worth it. That's what I'm telling you. Gary said, you knocked down, you get knocked down, get up, dust yourself off, and continue your fight, your journey. And you know what else? Your journey is your journey. Can't nobody take your journey away from you. Can't nobody put a time frame on your journey. Can't nobody tell you what your journey is supposed to be about, because your journey is your journey. Your walk is your walk. Your healing is your healing. Your peace is your peace. Anybody that tries to undermine that, they need to get away from you, because that means they don't have your best interest at heart. That means they don't care about what you're about to go through. The only thing they care about is what they're going to be able to get. But when I tell you to position yourself and stand strong, you know, I love when people get on here with that unwanted energy, that negative energy. Because if you're going to take the time to get on here, you had to hear what I said. See, I told you the enemy gets mad. The enemy always want to send a distraction somehow, some way. He's always going to come and send some kind of distraction to get you off your toes. But when people can take the time out to get on here and speak negative or be negative, it's because their soul is crying out. They going through something. And that's why you still got to love people regardless of who they are and what they are. Because if it takes time to sit up here and watch a live and comment. And you're going to have to hear words while you type it. And while you typing those words and you hearing things, your only thing is to be negative. Those are people they fight, and they got something they fighting with. Because people who love themselves, they don't have to be negative. People who love themselves don't have to attack other people. You can keep all your negative comments to yourself. You ain't even got to try to hurt nobody. But when you hurting yourself and you going through your own storm and you going through whatever you going through, you're always going to be trying to attack somebody. That's the way life works. Unhappy people don't want to see people happy. Unhappy people hate to see you happy. They really do. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you excited. They don't want to see you doing what you're supposed to do, because they're not doing it. So they got to go out of their way, all the way out their way, to go through everybody else's lives to say who's being positive, who's encouraging, who's inspiring somebody. Because whoever is really getting to somebody and making somebody feel good about themselves, I'm finna come and attack them. Because I want them to feel bad about themselves. I want them to feel how I feel about myself. That's why I laugh now. At first, I used to be so mad when people get on here and they be so negative and they try to attack my character. They don't know me, and I don't know them. They don't know what I'm going. You only know what people going through by what they tell you. You don't really know what people going through. People have their own storms. I did, Coco. People have their own storms, and people fight a battle every day. But when I tell you, the only battle that people really be fighting, it be the battle within themselves. Because when you at war with yourself, it makes you at war with everybody else. But when you at peace with yourself, you at peace with everybody else. People can't even hurt you. People can say the most meanest things. They can be so cruel. They can bully you and try to hurt you and attack you. But when you find your strength and you at peace, you're not even bothered. There's a lot of people. That's why people try to go and attack weak people, younger people, people who they can tell is battling. They try to attack. They don't really want to attack the strong people because they know the strong people are going to fight back. So they go after weak people. And everybody has a weak moment. I just had a weak moment. God knows I just had a weak moment. And that weak moment set me back to make me be like, you know what? I had a weak moment, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. All I got to do is start over. All I got to do is reposition myself. All I got to do is put my crown on a little tighter. All I got to do is plant my feet to the ground a little harder. Everybody is going to be tempted. Everybody is going to be tried. Everybody is going to go through something. But I'm telling you right now, you are going to get through whatever it is you're going through. Whatever you're going through, you are going to get through it. You are going to pull through it. You are going to pull through it. That marriage that's broken, that's failing, those children that's acting a fool, that relationship that's just going haywire. Whatever you're going through, you are going to get through it. I believe in you. Because I know that somewhere in your life, you had a fight and you realized, I got to fight back. I can't keep taking these punches and these bruises. I'm going to fight back. Coco said, exactly. They like to attack when you are at your weakest moment. That's true. They always want to come after you when they see your guards down, or they think your guards down, until you let them see how. You thought I had my head down because I was crying. I had my head down because I was praying. I had my head down because I was trying to tell myself, I'm not going to let you attack what I worked so hard to fix. You can't come tear my home down. You can't. Garnita say, I'm back on track with my journey. It feels good to focus on me and surround myself with positive, encouraging people. I thank God for you. Well, I sure thank you, Garnita, for being here, because when I tell you, we on here and we fight together. We not going to let nobody attack you on here. We're not going to let nobody try to make you feel bad about yourself, because your journey is your journey, and you heal how you want to heal. You can heal in silence or you can heal out loud. Whatever makes your soul feel good, that's what you do. When people try to come against you and try to attack you, you tell them, look, I'm in a position right now, and my position that I'm in is not hiring. I'm not hiring you for the position that I'm in. The position that I'm in requires a promotion, and you're not in a season of promotion. You're in the season of trying to keep me in the stuck moment and in a standpoint where I can't move, and I'm not hiring for that. So I'm not accepting nobody in my position. This position for me is for me and God. God is my boss, and I'm his employee. Ain't nobody else getting hired right now. Ain't nobody else getting hired right now. So when I tell you, at the end of the day, y'all better understand that your life is about to change. It is about to change. All you got to do is believe in yourself. That's it. That is it. You have to starve that fear. Not starve your faith. No more starving your faith. Feed your faith and starve your fear. Because when you wake up in the morning and you look in that mirror and you think about everything that you've been through and you still pushing, that tells you right there you got purpose. If you wake up in the morning and you still have everything intact, your eyes still blink, your tongue still move, your fingers still work, your toes still operate, you can walk, you can breathe on your own, you're not strapped or tied down to a machine, that tells you you have life. You still have a reason. You still have a purpose. Go walk in your purpose. That pain didn't take you out. That pain didn't knock you off your feet. It may have tripped you up, but you didn't fall, because a person that falls down, they're going to always get back up. They might not get up right away, because sometimes you got to lay there and be like, wow, I'm here, I'm down, I'm on this ground. But get up. You don't always have to stay down. You don't always have to stay low. You are better than you really think you are. You don't have to settle. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Even if you don't understand it, you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. The season that you're in is the season that you are supposed to be in. Do not try to rush it. Do not try to over jump it. Do not try to confuse the season. Just let the season take its course. Let it do what it's supposed to do. Stop trying to force people in your life that doesn't need to be there. Stop trying to force people out of your life that's supposed to stay. But you are going to understand your season when you're supposed to understand your season. Everything looks confusing when you don't understand it. When you first go to school and you get a math test and you really be like, oh my God, I thought I studied for this. But some of those questions still look unrecognizable. But somehow you still pass. That's just like life. Some things are going to look unrecognizable. But you're still going to pass. As long as you put forth the effort, you are still going to pass. Gary said, and when you... Coco said, yes, get back up. And Gary said, and when you get up, you are winning because winners don't quit. That's the God honest truth. The only thing that makes you a quitter in real life is when you just stop and you don't do no more. You don't go no more. You just give up. When I get on here and I do my YouTube videos, my YouTube shorts, my lives, all those things that makes my soul feel good, I don't worry about other people. I want my messages to inspire people. I want my messages to push people and give people that empowerment. I want my messages to heal a broken soul and heal a miserable heart. I want my messages to do that. But you got to love what you do in order to push it out to somebody else. I can't go through a storm and not come out of a storm and then tell y'all how to get out of a storm if I'm still in it. Sometimes when I'm going through something and I'm telling y'all, it's because I'm going through the storm, but I'm coming out of it. You're always going to know when you come out of a storm because it's going to be a shift. You're going to feel a shift. There's going to be a shift. And when you feel that shift, you're going to feel it in a way that you never thought you would have felt it. It's like a surge of energy. It's going to come and you're going to be ready to take on the world. But when you get that surge of energy, keep feeding it. Don't get in and be like, got this energy, let's go. And then give up the moment it gets hard. It's going to get hard. Life is not easy. But life is worth it. Thank you, Coco. You have to separate yourself from false belief and true standards. You gotta separate yourself. Everybody has a past that we may be ashamed of. I don't care who says no, because maybe they perfect, maybe they live in Mars. I don't know. But everybody that had something in their life that they may be ashamed of. Some of us are battling in silence right now. Some of us are breaking as we speak. There are people that's looking you in your face and their soul is broken. They don't even know how they're going through life. They don't even know how they're getting through life. And you come up and you say one positive thing to them. You may say, hey, you're going to be good. And that might be the word they need. That might be the message they needed at that moment. That's why no matter what happens, I'm going to continue to do my YouTubes, my YouTube shorts, my YouTube videos, my YouTube lives. Like I said, it could be one person or it could be nobody. But there's always going to be somebody that's going to be looking for a message or looking for some kind of empowerment. Sometimes positivity, it doesn't go far. People don't like to attach themselves to positivity. You got friends that would share these funny TikTok videos and these videos of fights and all this crazy stuff, but they will not share one of your posts. Not one positive post. They'll scroll up on social media all day and watch all those TikTok videos, watch all those Facebook videos, and zoom past yours so fast. They'll be like, they'll zoom past it so fast. But sometimes those be the exact same people that want to be in your space when you get big. Or those be the same people that be like, hey, I know her. Yeah, I remember her. Maybe she could put me on. You got a lot of people that be looking for a put on. But when I tell you, you got to keep pushing. You got to ignore those people. Looking fine, queen. So nice to see someone loving what they preach. Positivity. Thank you, Michael. You got to you got to continue no matter what. No matter what. I'm gonna tell y'all a story that's so funny, and I don't care because I know I'll never do it again. But at least I try. Sometimes you gotta try something first to see if you're gonna like it. But it was some years back, a lot of years back. We was in California and we went ice skating. And I got on that ice. I didn't know what I was doing. Lord, I didn't know what I was doing. But I kept on trying. I kept trying. Finally, I got the nerves to let go of the wall. The moment I let go of that wall, I came crashing down. Do you understand me? I came crashing down. And I hit that floor, that ice so hard, my head bounced up. I fell on my wrist. I cracked my little wrist. And I fell on my head. When I tell y'all, it was such a tragedy. But what I do know is I did try it. And I don't like it. So I'll never do it again. There's some things that you can at least try. And if it don't fit you, if it don't suit you, leave it alone. I'm going to leave that part alone. I tried it. I tried it. But you'll never, ever have to worry about me trying it again. Now, everybody else, I root you. I root on my mom and Lasia laughing. Coco laughing too. But Lasia and my mom know they was there. And I think to this day, I think I still got a concussion to this day. And it's about 30 years later. But when I tell you, life is a beautiful place when you enjoy it. Life is a beautiful place when you don't allow other people's negativity to get to you. Life is a beautiful place when other people's words don't have no sting or no effect to you no more. Life is beautiful. I heard a pastor say a long time ago, he said his life became peaceful when he realized people wasn't his problem. People aren't your problem because people are going to be people anyway. You can't stop a person from being a bully. You can't stop a person from wanting to smack on you. You can't stop a person from wanting to be mean. You can't. The problem is giving them the energy. The problem is entertaining it. That's the problem. You can't change people. And I learned that. I be wanting to argue sometimes, but I'm like, you cannot change people. You cannot change them. Coco, I always wanted to try ice skating, sis, but I know I'm going there. Sis, I'm not telling you, but you might want to sit this one out. You know, we a little of age too. So, you know, our bones ain't what they used to be. You get one of them wobbling knees on that ice, is the wrong place to get a wobbling knee. I'm telling you, on that ice is the wrong place to get a arthritis cramp in your leg. That you do not want to fall on that ice. And you don't want one of them blades to come across and cut you up. You don't want it. Okay, that's what you don't want. Mommy said, when life serves you lemons, make lemonade. That's true. That's true. Make that lemonade. Because people gonna always come for you. People gonna always come for you, I'm telling you. They gonna always come for you. They gonna always attack your character. They gonna always talk about you. They always gonna want to just be so evil, but you can't worry about them. You gotta be confident within yourself to know that people just say whatever they feel sounds good to them. People just get on here and get their trolling. They be so negative. They be so ready to attack, and they just be probably ain't got their life together at all. Because when you got your life together, you really don't have time to be paying nobody no mind, to be honest. We fall down. But I didn't get up. I didn't get up for a nice little minute. I laid there. And I thought about my life in those few seconds and said, I would never do this again. Your fingers got stuck in the ball. When I tell you, look, life can be so funny. But that didn't stop. Did that stop you from bowling or did you keep going? Because I know ice skating. I'm not doing ice skating no more. I don't care. That's a different kind of fall. That hurt. That's a different kind of fall. I can get my fingers stuck in the ball and still bowl, because then I can just bowl like how kids bowl. I feel better when I can. But when you fall on that ice, baby, no, 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 no. My burdens froze when I hit that ice, Gary. I hit the ice so hard, every thought that I could have had froze. That's how hard I hit it. And I told myself that I would try anything else, but I'm not ever doing that again. I'll never do that again. What happened to you when you roller skate? But that's how life is. Life's gonna bring you some pain. Life's gonna bring you some falls. Life's gonna bring you a lot of different things, but you can't be afraid to face it. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing. Garnita said, no, stop. I went halfway down the Now that's it. Now that's embarrassing. I would just got up and just walk out the bowling alley. Like, I'm gonna go sit in my car. I'm gonna go sit in my car real fast, because that's not it. That is not it. Coco said, if I fall, I'm just gonna strike a pole. Nah, you ain't gonna be able to strike no pole, fall on that ice. You better hope you don't get skate over, because when you fall, people keep skating. They do not stop. When I hit that ground so hard, everybody skated around me like I was a problem. Like I was a speed bump in the road they was trying to avoid. And I don't even know if anybody came to help me up. That's the sad part. Because Lord knows my kids was laughing so hard. I don't even think my kids came to help me up. I just don't understand why I got talked into doing that. I'll never do that again. Moral of the story is, hold on, let's go down. Let's see. Lay said, oh no. Lay said scrape her knee so bad. And you, oh yeah. That was your fault. That was my fault. Garnita said that's what, yeah. See, Garnita, you said nah, not today. Lay said, more of the story, never let people force you to do things aren't for you. And I know ice skating is not for me, so never again. And I'm going to tell you another story to make life easy. I don't like bees at all, because I got stung when I was young, and my daughter got stung by a bee. But let me tell you, I was at work, and I was doing my patrols, like how I normally would do. And people say, if you don't bother a bee won't bother you. You just got to ignore a bee. But my job, we have these bright yellow highlighter neon shirts. When I tell you I was running, because the bee came and flew at my shoulder, and I tried to run, and my legs, my knees, and my feet, they didn't work together. It's like something in my legs, they didn't come together as a unit. So when I tried to run, my feet was planted, my knees was in go mode, and I did a whole baseball slide across the gravel. And back at my job at first, it was still a construction site. So it was nothing but gravel. I had scraped and put a nice little hole in my hand that ripped up my work shirt. My knees was all ripped up. And I said, you know what? Fear can cause more damage than anything in the world. When you are so afraid of something, you cause more damage to yourself than anything else. And that's what happened when I ran from that bee. I caused more damage because I ran from something so tiny and almost took myself out. So that's another thing with life. Like, things may be bigger than they appear, but you can't be afraid. You can't, because sometimes you will hurt yourself more by being afraid. That was the moral of that bee story. You can't be afraid of the things that's so small. Go see how it may change your life. You never know. And Lay, I only kicked you because, I don't even know how it happened. All I know is you almost broke my knees. My daughter almost broke my knees. Yeah, that's what happened. I was standing up. No, I was sitting down and she was standing up. Girl, how the story go? Oh yeah, I sure did almost flip that car over behind the spider. I don't like spiders either. Shoot, I was at the red light and the bee flew in my car. I almost got out. And my car was just up here at the red light until that bee decided what it was gonna do. I don't like bees. I don't like spiders. I fear them. And I know we talked about fear, but that's two things that I fear. And that's what life is. When you fear something so small, it can literally cause more damage, severe damage. I tried to face my fear and kill a spider. And it was one day, me and my daughter was so gangster, we was trying to kill the spider. Then I went to go swing at that spider, and that spider jumped back. It fought back. So right then and there, I said, okay, I see spiders fight back. Spiders fight, so I'm going to let the spider have it. Forget it. I don't even want to take a shower no more. Forget it. Spider, you can have the shower. I'm not doing that. Because how I swing and the spider jumps at me. I'm not doing that. So Lay said, no, I was sitting down and you were standing. You lost your balance and fell, kicked me off the bench. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Woo, but listen, the moral of the story is, even if you fall and you get hurt, get back up. Even if you're afraid, face your fear and keep pushing. Because life is going to come at you no matter how you try to escape it. It's going to come. It's bound to happen. You're going to deal with things. You're going to face rude people. You are going to encounter all sorts of people. But you cannot let those people dictate your season right now. That's what we're going to do. So instead of starving your faith, feed your faith. Instead of feeding your fear, feed your faith. Because we owe everything to ourselves. Life isn't promised to us. Nothing is promised. We don't even know if we're going to go to sleep and wake up the next morning alive and well. We don't know. So value every piece of your life. Value the people that's in your life, that give your life some kind of balance, some kind of peace, some kind of understanding. Love those who love you and forgive those who harm you, because you can't give them the power over you. You can't let these people cause you to be afraid. You got to do better. You got to let go. Let go. Even if it hurt, let go. Because at the end of the day, the only person that's really stopping you is you. The only person that's really holding you back is you. You can't blame everybody else. You have to sacrifice. I got a huge project I'm working on right now, but I ain't telling nobody because I got to put it in motion. I got to align this with that, and I got to shape this with that, and, everything comes together. But it only begins when you start. So you got to do it. Whatever you got going on, do it. I encourage you to do it. Step out on faith and tackle anything that you thought you couldn't tackle. Face anything that you thought you couldn't face. Walk through all the doors that you thought you couldn't walk through. Be good to yourself. Be true to yourself. Love yourself. Move in silence, like Lay said. Because everybody don't need to know what you got going on. Because when everybody know what you got going on, baby, they're going to try to throw all kind of curveballs. Coco said it only begins when you start. That's true. It only begins when you start. So start today. I don't know what it is you're trying to start. Maybe you could be trying to start doing hair. Do it. I had a guy tell me, I was trying to find out about how to become a motivational speaker and things of that nature. And this guy told me, a mentor, he said, you're already a motivational speaker. Your goal is to become a paid speaker. And I was like, all this time I keep saying I want to become a motivational speaker. I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be a motivational speaker. But he said, you're already a motivational speaker because I speak to motivate people. I do that anyway. Now it's time to shift into the next gear. Now it's time to get paid. So start somewhere. Begin somewhere. You got this. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you got this. You cannot be afraid to lose. You got to keep going. You got to push. You're going to win. I believe in you. I trust you to do what's best for you, to do what's right for you. When I used to go to church, our pastor, he used to say, when out in California, he used to say, you look much, what did he say? How I go, Mom? I see you in the future and you look much better than you did before. It goes something like that. You know, black people always tearing up stuff. We don't never say stuff the way it's supposed to go. We be all, no, it go like this, and then tore it up. But I know it goes something like that. I see you in the future and you look much better than you did before. Something like that. It goes like that, y'all. But that's the truth. You got to see yourself for who you becoming, not for who you was. Because some of us, we don't want to be who we were anymore. We don't. We don't want to be tied to that part of us no more. So you got to start seeing yourself for who you are, for who you becoming. Garnita, and you going to do it. You going to start that catering business because you're not afraid no more. That's how I go, Elijah. I see you in the future, and you look much better than you do right now. I knew it went something like that, but Garnita, you're going to start that catering business. So, instead of saying you want to start that catering business, say, I'm starting my catering business. Like, how you word your life is how you set your life up. Because there's a lot of things that I want to do, but that don't mean I'm going to do them just because I want to. So switch it up and say, I am starting a catering business. And tell yourself that every morning when you wake up, I am starting a catering business. I am starting a catering business. I am starting a catering business. And keep saying it until one day you're going to hop on this live and say, girl, guess what I did? I started that catering business. And I'm going to tell you, I knew you could. I knew you would. It's in you. It's already in you. It's planted. The seeds is planted in you. All you have to do is water them. There you go. I'm starting my catering business. Y'all, everybody clap for Garnita for her catering business that's about to come up. Her catering business is about to blow up. It's going to bring in so much money, so much people, so much love. Your catering business is about to blow up. I'm going to be on the stage. I keep telling myself I'm going to be on the stage. I stopped telling myself what I want to do, because when you want to do something, you don't really act toward it. Anything sounds good coming out. Like, oh, I want to lose weight, and never lose weight. Because a want is always something that we want, but we never really go for our wants, because wanting something, we could be easily distracted. Easily. I could be like, oh, I want to work out, but then walk in there and eat 2 honey buns. So that let me know I don't really want to work out. I'm just saying it because it sounds good in my mind. But if I be like, I'm going to work out, I'm going to keep telling myself I'm going to work out until my spirit and mind and everything catches up with itself until I'm actually working out. So when you want something to happen to your life, you want to manifest something, you have to speak it as if it's already there. You have to speak it as if it's already done. You have to speak it as if you already see it happening. And moms, school is hard at anybody age. But the point is, you're going. And I'm proud of you. And that's what you got to do. Keep pushing. No matter how hard it get, keep going. Because you got this. Daniel said exactly, for example, instead of complaining of having to do something, switch it up and say, I get to do this. That's right, Daniel. I like that. I like that. Because somebody ain't getting to do it. And I need to say that for myself. Because I wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I don't feel like going to work. But now I'm going to switch it. See, I learned something too. So when I get up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I get to do this. I get to go to work. Somebody don't get to go to work for whatever reason. They don't get to go. So that's gonna be one of the motivations, affirmations I use. I get to do this. I get to do this. Start getting excited about what you get to do, because some people don't get to do it. So I like that, Daniel. Y'all give some shout outs, because we doing some things up here. We talking some good stuff. But y'all know I am so grateful for each and every one of y'all. I'm grateful for my new viewers. I'm grateful for the people that come back. Y'all still be dealing with me. That's such a blessing, because I took a long journey, a month. But even though I was off and I wasn't doing my lives, I still was posting like videos. I still post shorts. So y'all go back and check some of my videos out. Go back and check some of my shorts out. Leave a comment if it's in your heart. Leave a like, a share, subscribe, however you feel fit. Whatever best for you. Go ahead and hook your girl up. You know, Queen Motivation. I've been really enjoying doing this. I love it. I wake up in the morning and I just kept saying, yes, I'm going back live today. I'm going back live today. And I was so excited to go back live, because I already knew that this message was going to be something that we all needed. Every last one of us needed this message tonight. I know I did. And the people that stayed, I know they did. The people that commented, I know they did. We needed this push. We all needed this. We all need to focus on what's important in our lives, and we need to focus on the people that's important in our lives. Anything outside of that, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care if you talk about us. We don't care if you don't like us. We don't care about none of that, because we got something to do. We got a purpose. And we're going to get to that purpose. And we're going to get to that purpose with or without you. If we don't have you in our life, trust me, it's not meant. Ain't no love lost. I still love you the same, but I just will deal with you differently. Some of us right now probably be like, dang, I wish I could have still been friends with that individual. I wish me and that person could have still been together, or I wish I didn't have to find out. But sometimes it's better to find out now than later, because some people mask themselves up pretty good, and you don't even know that they destroying you until you already destroyed. So sometimes it may hurt, but I'd rather the truth be hurtful and come out than to be living a lie and don't even know how to cope with a situation, because I didn't know that it was so bad. I'm so at peace right now. When I tell y'all, being at peace is one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself, because peace will allow you to look at everything from a different perspective. Certain things you be ready to fight and attack for and cut up. Everybody got a wild side. But sometimes you got to know when to speak, and you got to know when to be quiet. Like I said in the beginning of this video, or somewhere in the video, sometimes the loudest thing you can say is nothing. And a lot of people will never understand what that means. Because like I said, people want you to react. People want you to say something. People want to get your energy, and they want you to speak. They want to, but you gonna tell these people like, I can't entertain that. Because if I entertain that, then I'm taking away from my energy, and I done gave you more of my energy. You know the worst thing you could do? And Garnita said, peace is priceless, and that's so true. The worst thing you could do is work so hard to get your energy back from somebody, and to finally get that clarity, and to finally be at peace within yourself. Just for that person to say one thing and you throw your energy at them. Take it back. That's the worst thing you could do. Fight so hard to give it right back to them. You ain't getting my energy. You ain't. I'm sorry. I can't help it. And I really don't care who don't like it. I don't care who don't like it. It's not for me to make you comfortable if I'm not comfortable myself. I can't even do nothing for you if I can't do nothing for myself. So if you're a distraction to me, that means you're a distraction to yourself, and that means the only thing we're going to be doing is distracting each other, and neither one of us is going to get anywhere. So don't be afraid to release people. Don't be afraid to cut people off. Don't be afraid to move on. Because, man, the worst thing you could do is take all of your energy back just to give it back to that person you took it from. Forget them. They don't need no explanation. Not one explanation at all. I heard somebody tell me, No, I got to tell them that I don't want to talk to them no more. What? You mean tell me you got to tell a whole grown adult person that you don't want to talk to them no more? They didn't respect your boundaries. They made you feel some type of way. And you mean to tell me you're going to give them an explanation of you don't want to talk to them no more? Instead of guarding and protecting your peace and just disappear? I'm not giving somebody no explanation that hurt me mentally, broke me down, did all kinds of things to me, and I got to get out of my character and belittle myself to call you up, take the time to call you up, to tell you, I don't think we should talk no more. No, figure it out when you see we not talking no more. I'm not giving you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm not giving you the heads up to try to play in my face. Because sometimes when you do stuff like that, you give people warning on, oh, okay, she not talking to me no more, or he not talking to me no more. So now I need to go this way and mode that way so I can reel them back in and have them think that I'm going to be that way when the whole time I'm finna destroy them again. In fact, since they let me in, I'm finna destroy them worse. Some people come all the way back into your life just to finish the job. That's why some of those exes come back in your life. You know why they come back in your life? Because they didn't finish destroying you. So they come back with a mask up. And they give you a good 2 or 3 months of love. The love that you wanted from them all along. You're like, oh, my baby. Oh, my God. Oh, I love him so much. Oh, I love her or whatever. And once you let that little guard down, they wreck shop. And you best believe when they come back the second time, they going to hurt you worse. Worse. So if you think they hurt you before, let them come back. I guarantee you they're going to tear you up even more. And you're going to be sitting on that couch rocking, somewhere crying, trying to figure out what happened. You don't have to give nobody no explanation on why you do not want to talk to them no more. You don't owe that to nobody. The only thing you owe yourself is your peace and your protection. That's the only thing you owe to yourself. And when people come into your life, they're going to come into your life with the correct kind of energy. Yes, they're going to come with a flaw. Yes, they're going to come with a problem. But it shouldn't be unbearable to where you can't deal with them. So love people and keep it pushing. Y'all got this. Y'all know tonight I'm about to sign off this thing. But at the end of the day, I'm so proud of every last one of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all for pushing, for fighting, for striving, for going through whatever you was going through and getting through it or got through it, facing adversities and challenging yourself to do new things, speaking more positive affirmations into your life, believing that you're about to make a difference, believing that you're about to make a change. I'm proud of y'all. So keep pushing. And Queen Motivation, y'all know, same time every Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be back. And when I come back, y'all, let's get ready to rumble. We're going to have a fight in progress. But the fight in progress is going to be us tackling those things and on people that try to come at us. We finna show up and show out. So, you know, before I go, y'all know y'all got to type in y'all little in the comment box something, a message. And I want y'all to say, I know it's going to be a fight, but I'm going to win anyhow. Love you too, Coco. So type that in the chat. I know it's going to be a fight, but I'm going to win anyhow. Because that's what we going to do. We know a fight coming. It's going to come. Love you too, Garnita. It's going to come, y'all. The fight is going to come, but you are going to win. Hands down. I know it. You know it. And the people that's trying to stop you know it. Yes, Alasia. Say that thing, girl. I know it's going to be a fight, but I'm going to win anyhow. Yes, yes, yes. My mom said pumpkin motivation. Ooh, yes, Coco, say that thing. I know it's going to be a fight, but I'm going to win anyhow. Yes, yes, yes. We know it's going to be a fight, but we are going to win anyhow. Life is going to come with hands. But we are going to fight back because we ain't afraid. And if we was afraid, we not no more, especially after tonight. We not afraid no more. We ready. We going to take on whoever and whatever. And if you get in our way, you about to get plowed down because we ain't come to play. We didn't come to play. But I'm about to sign off of here. I think my handles are in my description on my YouTube page, my Facebook, and my Instagram. I don't have TikTok anymore. I kind of got rid of the TikTok thing, so I really don't have TikTok. So I'm gonna take the TikTok out of my description. But I still have Facebook and I still have Instagram. And then I have a personal email that if you want to like personally email me about whatever, then we can communicate there through email too. But y'all know I love y'all so much. Y'all know I wish y'all nothing but the absolute best. I pray that whatever storm you face, and I pray that it comes with a peace behind it. I pray that whatever situation you're dealing with, whatever you facing, I pray that you get through it. I pray that whatever broke you is only going to build you up stronger. Like whatever you may be going through, I pray that you come out of it. I really do. Because I'm so excited for your future. Your future is going to look amazing. Amazing. But until then, I will see you guys next Sunday, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Same day, same time, every week. You guys stay up. You guys stay blessed. You guys be easy. And you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Good night.